Sure, here's a 1600-word YouTube-style article on India Ki Train, presented in a narrative and engaging format without headings, ideal for voiceover or on-screen storytelling. India's trains are more than just a means of transport, they are the lifeblood of the nation. They carry not just passengers but dreams, hopes, and histories that span generations. From the bustling metros of Mumbai to the quiet countryside stations of Assam, every train journey in India is a story in motion. The rhythmic clatter of wheels on the tracks, the chaiwalas walking through compartments, and the panoramic scenes outside the window, it's all part of an experience that's uniquely Indian. With one of the world's largest railway networks, India's trains serve over 23 million passengers every single day. That's nearly the entire population of Australia moving every day across this vast subcontinent, connecting over 7,000 stations spread from the snowy reaches of Kashmir to the sunlit beaches of Kanyakumari. No matter where you are in the country, the train is a thread that binds the nation together socially, economically, and emotionally. The origins of trains in India go back to April 16, 1853, when the first passenger train ran from Bombay to Thane. It covered just 34 kilometers, but that humble journey laid the foundation for what would become a transportation revolution. From steam locomotives belching smoke to the sleek Vande Bharat Express zipping past at 180 km per hour, the Indian Railways has seen a dramatic transformation over the years. Each train has its own character and personality. The Rajdhani Express, connecting major cities with the capital, is known for speed and punctuality. The Shatabdi Express, with its short travel times and onboard meals, is a favorite among business travelers. Then there's the Duronto, non-stop and powerful, connecting cities at lightning pace. But it's not just about speed. India's luxury trains like the Palace on Wheels or the Maharajas Express offer a royal experience, complete with opulent interiors, five-star food, and excursions into India's historical treasures. On the other end of the spectrum, local trains in Mumbai or suburban trains in Kolkata are packed with people, noise, and energy. They're the heartbeat of the working class, pulsing through the cities like arteries. Every journey is a microcosm of Indian society. From techies to teachers, from merchants to monks, people from all walks of life share the same space. Sleeper class becomes a theater of life, kids playing with empty chips packets, students sharing notes, uncles arguing over cricket, and aunties offering home-cooked food to strangers. The smell of samosas, the sound of vendors calling chai chai, the sight of hawkers jumping onto moving trains, these are slices of everyday magic. The diversity of landscapes you see from a train window is nothing short of breathtaking. As the train snakes through tunnels in the Western Ghats or glides over rivers in Bengal, you witness the pulse of India's geography. Paddy fields stretch like green carpets, deserts shimmer in the heat, mountains stand in silent majesty, and cities blur in a rush of lights. Monsoon journeys are especially enchanting, raindrops tracing paths on the windowpane while clouds hover over lush hills. There's poetry in that moment, a calm you won't find in any other mode of transport. Behind the scenes, the Indian Railways is a mammoth organization, the fourth largest employer in the world. It employs over 1.2 million people, from train drivers and engineers to station masters, mechanics, porters, and more. Running this vast network is like orchestrating a grand symphony. Schedules must align, safety must be ensured, and thousands of trains must crisscross daily without chaos. It's an invisible miracle that unfolds day after day. In recent years, Indian Railways has embraced technology and modernization. Clean energy initiatives, electrification of routes, installation of bio-toilets, and use of IFA scheduling and maintenance are changing the face of the network. Trains like Vande Bharat are not just fast, they represent India's ambition to design and build world-class transport systems. Stations are being revamped, Wi-Fi is being introduced, and ticket booking has become seamless with apps and websites. Yet, the charm of the older trains remains intact. There's something soulful about an old sleeper coach, where strangers talk through the night, share their life stories, and part ways the next morning, never to meet again. It's a space of fleeting but profound human connection. Railway stations themselves are iconic. Places like Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj Terminus in Mumbai or Howrah Station in Kolkata are architectural marvels. Some stations, like Gum in Darjeeling, are tiny yet high in altitude and charm. Others, like Varanasi Junction, witness an endless sea of humanity, day and night. These are not just transit points, they are landmarks soaked in stories and memories. Festive seasons bring their own flavor to train travel. During Diwali, Holi, or Eid, trains are packed beyond capacity. People cling to doors, sleep on luggage racks, and waitlist numbers run into hundreds. But the excitement is palpable. There's laughter, music, and the shared anticipation of homecoming. For many, the sight of their train arriving is the moment when celebration truly begins. Trains also play a role in India's literature and cinema. From Satyajit Ray's Pather Panchali to Imtiaz Ali's Jab We Met, the train is not just a setting, it's a symbol of journey, transformation, and discovery. Authors have written about train journeys that change lives, and countless love stories have bloomed in the unlikeliest compartments. Freight trains, too, are the unsung heroes. Carrying everything from coal and cement to grains and petroleum, they power India's economy. The new dedicated freight corridors promise to boost industrial growth and reduce congestion on passenger lines. It's a silent revolution that's gaining speed. The train is also deeply tied to India's freedom struggle. Mahatma Gandhi traveled across the country by train, connecting with the masses and spreading his message. Many protests, movements, and pivotal moments in Indian history have the railway as a backdrop. The railway thus becomes more than infrastructure, it is part of India's political, social, and cultural journey. In rural India, the arrival of a train is a major event. Children run to the tracks to wave at passengers, vendors rush to their stalls, and the whole village seems to gather at the station. Trains bring news, goods, and connections to places where time moves slowly. For many villagers, the train is the only link to the outside world. There are also unique trains that you won't find anywhere else. The Nilgiri Mountain Railway, the Darjeeling Himalayan Railway, and the Kalka Shimla Railway are all UNESCO World Heritage Sites. These toy trains, with their scenic routes and nostalgic feel, attract travelers from across the globe. Then there's the Lifeline Express, a hospital on wheels that brings medical aid to remote corners. Or the Science Express, which educates children across the country. These trains carry more than passengers, they carry purpose. Even the smallest details of train life have a place in the Indian imagination. The way people reserve seats with handkerchiefs, the politics of side upper V's, side lower berths, the suspense of unconfirmed RAC tickets, the joy of getting a window seat, or the disappointment of a delayed train, it's all part of the emotional journey. There's no such thing as a boring train ride in India. In the future, India's trains are set to get faster, greener, and more efficient. Semi-high-speed corridors are being planned, hydrogen-powered trains are being tested, and smart coaches with real-time monitoring are being introduced. But even as the system evolves, one thing will remain unchanged: the soul of Indian train travel. That mix of chaos and charm, of delays and discoveries, of crowds and conversations, it's irreplaceable. A train in India is not just about departure and destination. It's about everything in between. It's the child counting poles out the window, the grandma telling stories to strangers, the young couple stealing glances in a crowded coach, the lone traveler writing in a diary, the vendor calling out his wares, the ticket checker walking with authority, and the sleepy heads resting on each other's shoulders. It's a moving world in itself. So the next time you hear the whistle of a train, remember, it's not just a machine. It's a memory, a melody, a metaphor. It's India on the move. Would you like this article converted into a YouTube script with visuals and voiceover cues?